she talked about this argument she had with one of the Tibetan students that she had in Thessaloniki. So you see how this is a catchy thing that really caught the mind of the one of the admission officer, and she got one of the Bill Gates scholarship. So yeah, try to write something that's really catchy, because if you write something really catchy in the middle or in the bottom, and if the admission officer just gets bored from the very beginning, she won't really read through whatever you are writing in the following passages, right? So just give your best shot. Like, think thoroughly when you write your first paragraph. Okay?
What they say in the manuals that we have at the back is exactly what you say. The beginning is essential, and the end is essential.
Yes.
So they remember your essay when they have the pile of essays they are interested in. So like we all start, including me, I was born. That's very interesting for them.
Yeah.
to read, I was born, I was born, I was born, I was born, I was born. The headline, if you can set it yourself, and the first portion is the absolute essential. And then do not, last sentence or last paragraph is also very important. Then, of course, the way you tell it, but that is, you need, I mean, it's selling yourself, and they have a huge pile. So you have to catch their attention, and you have to make them remember you.
And this is not the only essay that you're going to write for the universities. This is a common application essay, but you have to write specific essays for each university that you are going to apply. They will have their own topics, and most of the time they will write why you want to apply to Duke University. What is the thing that you find really interesting in Columbia University? So like that. So you have to really do a very good research. And most of the time what students do is it's because of the diversity they find, but that's one of the most common thing that most of the students write. So you have to write something really catchy, or something that quite unique, I guess. Something that that is not really common. Something that shows that you have done a good research about that university. Okay. And what else? Okay, so what I would say is when you apply to a university and you will be writing that you are interested in biology or you are interested in chemistry, but it's not necessary that you have to pursue that course when you get into the university. I wrote biology as my major, as my interest, to be honest, when I applied to Georgetown University, but when I got there, I kind of changed my mind, because I found so many other courses that we don't normally find it here in India. And what happens is, Georgetown University is really good in international relations, and you just want to take the opportunity because this is a college that is for international relations, and you just want to see what is this, because you don't really know what is it, because we have never been exposed to such courses before, right? And so it's really important for you to find that passion, like what you want to do. And to be honest, I haven't found my own passion, and you don't need to worry about it. It's good if you have your passion, you have found your passion. It might change, and when you go to universities, the first 2 years are there for you to find your passion. You don't have to really declare your major before your 3rd year, because what happens in India is you apply to a university, okay, I'm a microbiology major, and then you are a microbiology major from then on, right? But when you get into US university, the very important thing, the very good thing or special thing about US or other Western education system is everything is so liberal. It is not really narrowed down as Indian education system is. So you get the same platform as every American students do, and it's not like doctor and engineer is the only scope that you have in future. Okay, so you can be a music professor, or if you want to become a doctor, right? You can do pre-med, which is a pre-medicine, and which is not a major, and you can do double major on top of that, like music major or art major, and still get into a very good medical college, because everything is so liberal in US, and the thing is, in medical school they don't want students who are biology majors. The school would seem really boring, right? They want students who have done all the pre-med prerequisites, but at the same time they are from interesting backgrounds like music major or art major or archaeological major or whatever you like. So basically you can do anything you like. And in order to reach there, you have to work really hard from right now. So for those students who are new 10th graders, you have to work really hard on your board exams and just give your best shot in your scholarship opportunities, or you can apply from here like Kalin and Sonam did, right? And those students who are in 11th and 12th graders, right? You have, I think there's one called, obviously you can apply directly from here, or there's, as far as I know, there's one Israel engineering school, I think 4-year scholarship, or you can apply there, or you can directly apply to colleges from here. So yeah, so you do your best. Did I leave anything behind?
No, I think you have covered this very
Oh yeah,
well, but you may have squirrels without squirrels.
yeah.
Can you do squirrels without squirrels?
Okay, so I just wanted to talk a little bit about SAT writing.
Yeah.
Did anyone do a SAT practice exam? You did? Because what happens is the SAT writing exam, is it just for 30 minutes?
Yeah.
Right? You have to write a whole passage or a whole essay, right? In 30 minutes. And I know it's really hard for us. Personally, I'm not really a good English writer, but I know some techniques that I want to share with you guys. And that will save a lot of time when you write, when you give the exam, okay? So you have 30 minutes. Basically what I was recommended when I was in Pestilence was just devote your 5 minutes for brainstorming, right? Brainstorm. And do you remember any of the essay topics?
I don't know.
Okay, so
You can check in the book. You will have something.
so if we say like success is the road to happiness. Okay, so you have your topic here, right? So you just brainstorm. What happens is you feel like you get, okay, like Calvin said, he gets stuck from the very first sentence, right? But then you don't really have to write so many flowery things from the very beginning. You just can write, because when I was in 11th grade in India, some of you might know Gay Shidogala, right? She taught us this really good technique, and the important thing in English is to get the structure and the grammar, or what you're trying to convey, get right. You just don't need to write so many flowery things, okay? Flowery meaning, like, you just don't need to write, I don't know, flowery, you know, right? Okay. So success is the road to happiness. So what you can do, you have this paper here. what's the mark? What's the score for this?
12.
12, right? So what you can do is first write an intro, right? And then you can have 3 paragraphs and a conclusion. So basically you have 5 paragraphs here. So, so the thing is, all the topics in the SAT exams, that will be, there is no right or wrong answers. Because, okay, if there's a success is a road to happiness, so you can just write your own opinions and nobody is there to say your opinion is wrong, right? And your opinion is right. So there is no wrong or right answer. So you just write the reason why I see, or you can, if you have 3 reasons, the 3 reasons why I think the success is the road to happiness is this, this. That will become your introduction for your essay. So that will, because that makes it really clear, because you have the topic sentence that says what you are going to write in the 3 following paragraphs, right? So you can just write 3 reasons why I think the success is the road to happiness, or I disagree with the topic which says that success is the road to happiness. The 3 reasons are, right? So you just write a very brief, like the summed up reasons in the introduction, and then 3 reasons. You just write the first reason here and elaborate why you think the success is the road to happiness, and the second reason or the third reason, and then just sum it up in your conclusion. That would just save your time. And because what happens is you just get stuck in your first sentence and then lose all your time just thinking about what to write in the following paragraphs, right? Just write it simple and you will convey the message that you are trying to give to the whoever is scoring your essay. So that would yeah, that's the thing that I want to share. Anything left? If you guys have any questions, I would happily answer.
I have one question.
Okay.
When did you start this process of applying for colleges in the United States? And could you comment on the starting point?
Yeah, so we actually started it from the from my second year, and I think that was really late. That's why we asked our education coordinator to do it to prepare our juniors from very early onwards, and some of them gave their SATs from their very first year if they are ready enough. So yeah, so I think there is no early time for preparations. You can prepare it from right now, right? So, but then there is late time if you prepare it in your second year, 12th grade. I think that's quite late for you to prepare because there's so many things you have to work on. Essay is not just something that you write in 1 hour. You have to think what you want to convey, and recommendation letter, you have to tell a professor from the beginning of the year that please, I want you to write a recommendation letter for me. Or what is there? Yeah, TOEFL and SAT, you have to practice from the very beginning of the year, like from early onwards. Yeah.
No, thank you. That's why I asked, because my impression was I followed you partly during this process, and I got more and more convinced to start it too late.
Mm-hmm.
And you also say, in the end, you got very short of time.
Yeah.
And you were very stressed doing so many things.
It gets really stressful if you leave everything in the last minute. So it's always good to give your shot from early onwards. So it's just always recommended.